Good evening, everybody.
Happy Thursday.
You do not want to know what we are laughing about. Welcome to Into the
Inside
Outer
joke.
Rooms, Into the Outer Realms, episode 69. This has become a very popular feature. We've done it a couple times, and people just love it. So we're going to be doing, Tonya is going to be doing live readings tonight. So let's do, while everybody's coming on and making their requests in the comments and all, let's do all the housekeeping.
Okay.
So a very, I think, interesting month coming up. So next week we have Steve Intermill is going to join us, and he is the curator of the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic. The owner of that museum, Tony Rotunda, has been on the show. It was a very popular episode. They're very, very interesting. A lot of cool stuff. Great collections of paganism, Wiccanism. They have Aleister Crowley's helmet. A demon in a box. So Steven's going to talk about all that kind of stuff with us.
Cool things there.
Yeah, the week after, we're having two dear friends come on the show, Michelle Bowser and Lori Osborne. Lori is also a member of the Red Thread Collective, so she'll be debuting with us about Antarctica August 22nd, but she's coming on the show to talk about crystal skulls. You, Michelle, and her, you have crystal skulls. You put together Max, which is one of the major ones in the world, that when they all get together at some point, amazing things are supposed to happen. You have some pretty great stories about Max. As a matter of fact, I believe that there's a partial eclipse tonight, a ring of fire. And there was a synchronicity about a ring of fire. So tune in for that one. The week after, we have Lapaka Kapanui, who is a world-famous storyteller, hails from Hawaii, runs a ghost walk, has great stories to tell. So that's the month.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. Then we're going to come back with another one of these live readings, and we have some great guests coming up through July. We have the team from Paramera.
Yep.
Father-daughter team.
Father-daughter.
Very interesting. And so I think we should get started because people are ready to go, and so are we. So let's run the opening, and when we come back, Tonya is going to give you all readings from the Enchanted Map deck, like she always does.
But wait, before you run the opening, for those of you who weren't here last time when we did this, if you would like a reading, just indicate in the comments that.
That's right. And we already have a bunch stacking up. So, but yeah, if you're new, just say, hey, I'd like a reading. We'll put you on the list. We're going to first come, first serve. We'll go for about an hour. And let's roll the open. There exists a realm beyond our wildest dreams, a realm beyond reality that the gatekeepers and guardians have always told us consists of nothing but tricks of the eye, weather balloons, swamp gas, sand cranes, fairy tale myths of monsters, crackpot conspiracy theories, and desperate cries for attention.
We know this realm exists, and it's just beyond the horizon. The preset path, the well-worn walkways where the cynics want us to stay.
Instead, give this a listen. Put on your headphones, adjust your volume, close your eyes, and fasten your mental seatbelts, because the twilight-tinged turnoff from reality's alluring highway is looming just ahead.
We're about to leave the plane of the easily explained, couldn't possibly be ease, and the no way I just saw what I saws, for the spaces and places where everything is possible, and if you stay long enough, even probable. We're about to take a journey into the outer realms.
Hello. All right, so let's get started here. So Lori is first.
So Lori, I know you know this. Many of you who were already here, many of you who've had readings from me already know that my favorite deck is the Enchanted Map deck by Collette Baron-Reid. That is what I will be using tonight. I love this deck. When I look at the images, they come to life. Things pop out at me. I may hear things. I may see a little movie film strip playing in my mind's eye. So that's one thing I love about this deck. So let's get started with Lori. Lori, for you, I'm getting 4. So I always get a number that kind of pops into my head, tells me how many times to shuffle for each person. And for Lori, I'm getting 4. Oh, and I remember from last time, I guess I don't want to make too much noise, right, for the radio broadcast. So all they're hearing are shuffle sounds. Okay. All right, Lori, for you, I'm getting the rescue card. Let me hold this up here for you to see. Whoops. Card number is 16 for our audience members who are listening over the radio and not able to see the card that I'm holding up. Depicted here is almost like a floating little cave on an island, kind of floating in the sky. Coming out of the cave is a little chimney. Coming out of the chimney is some smoke, but it's more like rainbow smoke. And then we have a man in a balloon who's flying overhead with a, what do you call that little thingy? Like a telescope, kind of eyeglass looky thingy.
A spyglass.
Spyglass.
We pirates call it a spyglass.
I couldn't think of it. So anyway, and there's a woman standing at the entrance of the cave on this floating island, I shall call it. And Lori, the woman, is you. Coming out from beneath her feet is a waterfall. And really what I'm getting for you, Lori, from this card, of course, the woman standing here at the opening of the cave is you. The waterfall is all about this potential energy. I'm getting a sense of just like all this energy potential basically coming out of you. It's like you're coming out of a cave, like having gone within yourself to do some really deep self-exploration. Now is the time that you're coming out, and there's this potential energy that's coming out with you. I feel like the little man in the balloon with the spyglass there is also you. It's like getting a new perspective. So this card is saying to me that you're emerging from this really immense period of inner reflection, deep inner reflection. You're coming out, and now you have a higher perspective on things. You're able to see a wider view. You're realizing your own potential, and you're quite confident in your abilities at this time. The rainbow to me also is like, the rainbow is kind of the promise of good things ahead. And I'm seeing all of that for you. It's almost like the world is your oyster here. So this is just a really good card. Again, it's a card about you coming out from a time of self-examination, self-reflection, all good things coming. You're owning your own power at this time, and you have a whole new perspective on things. So very good card for you, Lori.
And I just want to say that being deep in the cave and coming back, that's the third part of the hero's journey.
That's right.
Which is a continuous cycle, which is really important. So it's the answer to the call of adventure, which creates the separation. You go through your initiation, your study, your discipline, your trials, all those great things. And then you return and you share what you've learned, and then you go and you do it again. Hello to everyone. We've been cycling through. Big crowd tonight. So if you haven't specifically asked for a reading, if you just said hello, if you would also like a reading, also specifically ask. We're not going to make assumptions, but let's keep going. Craig Ansell, co-host of Three Beards podcast. Craig will be in the co-pilot seat with me on August 26th. We'll be talking about all kinds of dark entities, jinn, shadow people, hat people. You're going to be on the road looking after your dad.
Yeah.
And Craig's also one of the founding members of the Red Thread Collective, and he will be on our show August 22nd with Antarctica. So what do you have for Craig?
So fittingly, Craig, I have the number 3 for you. So 3 shuffles for Craig. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be quiet here.
What did we put? Oh, here. We put this last time, and it really helped.
That's right. And 3. Okay, what do we have for Craig? Okay. So Craig, the card, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it straight here. The card is a wishing well card. It's card number 48, and we have a young maiden standing next to a wishing well. The sky is filled with golden light. There's even a golden mask kind of hovering above the wishing well here. She's looking on, actually kind of just past the wishing well. There's also a little bird here. I'm not sure if it's a dove or a chicken, but I think for you, Craig, it's a dove. What I get for you from this card is really, really positive energy first, is the first thing that comes off of here. But also this card is like very literal for you. It's not always a literal card, but this one is like really something that you've been hoping for, something that you've been wishing for. But what they're saying to me also is that something that you've been working really hard for is about to come to fruition for you. So it's all coming together is what they're saying. Keep your eye on the prize, they're also saying. And it's almost like, I'm going to take it back. I was saying that I felt like this was a dove for you, but now I'm feeling it's more like the hen that lays the golden egg. So something really wonderful is coming. And as far as the golden eggs, I feel like this is, it has real potential for some financial abundance to come your way as well. I mean, there's so much gold happening in this card. I just really feel a lot of abundance in the way of finances coming your way, Craig. All very good, but this feels like not something that it's coming from luck. This is coming from hard work and determination. You really put the work and the effort in, and now it's all going to come to you.
There we go. And, you know, they say the good Lord helps those who help themselves. Craig is one of the hardest guys in paranormal showbiz.
That's right.
As they say, I mean, he truly is. It's an honor to work with him every time. Dave, thanks for helping out. April, thank you for sharing the show. Of course, that's key. Getting it to as many people as positive. Our good friend Angelina. Folks, Angelina is going through a bit of a health struggle.
Mm-hmm.
She's been public about it on her page. If you want to check that out, you can. But please, thoughts, prayers, positive, lots of white light.
Yes.
Angelina's been with us for all 69 episodes. Was one of our first audience members when we launched in January of 2019. And are you ready?
I'm ready. So for Angelina, I'm getting 6. So Angelina, I will shuffle 6 times for you. Oops.
Craig said thank you, by the way.
Oops. This is not as easy as it looks. Good grief. On this little thing here. Okay, this is not working.
It worked last time.
It's not
Sorry.
working this time.
I'm sorry. That's all right. I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. People know that I'm shuffling cards and they'll understand.
That shuffling sound you're hearing is cards being shuffled.
Angelina.
Uh-oh,
How
that's
interesting.
good.
I think this happened last time. Did this happen last time when I pulled 2 of the exact same cards?
Not
in a
twice in
row?
a row. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this almost never happens. So let me see what I'm getting for you off of this card. Angelina, for you, I'm getting a similar but slightly different. This is really about you keeping your focus on what it is that you want. So finding time every day to kind of sit with a vision of what it is that you're hoping to attract for yourself. Obviously, a lot of that is going to have to do with healing, since that is something that you're going through right now. But I am getting for you as well some financial abundance flowing your way. So there's two meanings for you with this card. One is see what you want, really visualize it, really find yourself in the image as much as you can. So you're seeing everything associated with that vision. You're hearing all of the sounds associated with that, and you're feeling all of the emotions, like imagining that it's already happened. Whatever it is that you're hoping to attract into your life, believe that it's already here. Really get into the flow of that energy is what this card is saying for you. And so when we when we want to attract something in terms of like thinking of like a wishing well, right? You drop a penny in there and you wish for something. Really what we want to do is believe it's already here. And that's how we get in line with that energy signature so that we can attract that into our lives. So this looks very good for you as well. Stay focused is what they're saying for you with this card. Stay focused, keep smiling, and keep with the vision. Keep doing the good work that you're doing. It's all coming your way.
And as you can see, as we're scrolling through the messages and putting them on the screen, tons of love, light, healing, good vibage, all those things. We're with you tomorrow for your MRI, our very good friend. Okay, Collette. Colette's another person who's been with us from the very, very beginning.
Right. All right.
So here's a reading for Collette.
Collette, I'm getting 4 for you.
While Tonya's shuffling, there are people who are saying hello but haven't asked for a reading. We are going to have time, so go ahead and get that reading from Tonya.
Okay, Collette, let's see what we have for you. It's funny because I kind of saw this card in my mind's eye before I even began to shuffle for you. So very cool. Give me just a second to see what I'm getting for you from this card. Okay, so Collette, the card is the compass card, and pictured, whoops, I don't know why I can't hold cards straight today. Pictured on the card is a very interesting kind of a compass. It's actually like 2 compasses in one. And on the different sections of the compass are more like astrological symbols. There's also a little frog sitting on the lower compass, and again there's this rainbow sort of light energy emerging from the center of the compass. The card number is 50, and what I'm getting for this as they're talking about, here's the phrase that I'm getting. Put your nose to the grindstone right now. Not that you don't already do that, because I know that you do work very hard, but they're talking specifically about goals or a goal that you have that you're working toward right now. I feel like there's something that you've either been thinking about, or maybe you've even been working toward this goal, but there is a goal in mind. And it's really getting really clear about how you would like to see that show up in your life. Visualizing it, very similar to what I was just talking about with Angelina's card, except that they're talking about taking, and I'm not sure exactly the translation on this one, but like taking the appropriate steps, and probably you know what that means. But again, they're using the terms like put your nose to the grindstone, take the appropriate steps, like you know what you need to do this. Again, not that you are afraid to roll your sleeves up and put the work in. I don't think that that's a problem for you, but it's really important to get focused right now. The astrological signs are really interesting to me, because I feel like what they're saying for you with this card, with those astrological signs, is that it's going to happen under a certain astrological sign, like a really beneficial one for you. It could be your own like sun sign or something to that effect. I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be, and I am not an astrologist, so I'll be the first to tell you, I have no idea when anything is like in anything, but I'm getting like Aries. So of course, if you were looking at it from, when Aries would be for the sun sign, that would be next March, right? But I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is, because it could be Aries in, a million different things. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping that has some meaning for you. If you want a little clarity afterwards, I can take another closer look or pull another card for you later if you're needing a little bit more clarity on this one, because I'm not exactly sure what they're saying there with the astrological signs either. But either way, you will achieve your goal. Just keep working hard, set your sights on what you want, and be real clear about it.
There you go. So I just want to thank April real quick. She shared the show to, where is it? Here somewhere with 4 or 5 pages. We deeply appreciate that.
Thank you.
If everyone's come on from those pages and is watching, welcome. Oh, how nice. April says you're amazing. You deserve the recognition.
Thank you.
Cool. Collette said, I missed the first bit. She got a phone call. Okay, well, it's a good point. These are all archived. You can watch them over and over again. Yeah, there you go. Aries is ruled by Mars, Chassis says for us. Dave says, I've never had a reading before, but if you end up with enough time, you'd appreciate it. Okay, Dave, we're going to put you on the list. Tonya's a good person to get started with. She keeps it very positive. Also, Chassie said that a lot of retrograde right now.
That is true.
So, a reading for Madison.
Madison, for you, I get the number 7.
That's a good number.
They're all good numbers.
I knew you were going to say that. I know. That's why you're so good at this. Colette's a Taurus. So.
Okay, Madison, give me just a second here to see what I get for you. Okay. The card, Madison, and I'm sorry there's a glare there. I hope you can see it better. Is called Field of Dreams. The card number is 21. Pictured on the card are 3 fairies who are sort of laying around on these eggs, on these big giant eggs that are kind of lying in the middle of a field. There's a moon in the sky. There are butterflies all around. Madison, for you, I feel like this card is talking about you're going through this really wonderful time of transformation right now. I feel like you're getting more in touch with your true, authentic self, even more in touch with like your inner child a little bit. Coming back to the place that we all have and experience when we're children, where we believe in magic or that there's magical things in the world. And that feels like a real wonderful process of transformation for you. I feel like you're also getting a little more in touch with your own intuition and your own intuitive abilities. You're learning to trust that a little bit more. They are showing me that you kind of like, you'll start to trust yourself and then you kind of like step back, like you put your one foot out and then you kind of take it back. So I'm really encouraging you, trust your instincts, trust your intuition. You got this. Believe that when you're getting insights about things or when you're getting intuition about something, really trust it and believe it. Keep having fun is the other message that they're getting here. Think about these little lovely fairies playing in the field. They have little balloons. There aren't balloons here, but I'm seeing balloons. So that's really interesting. There are no balloons on this card, but I'm saying there are. So again, that childhood sense of magic and wonder, trust yourself, keep exploring. You have these wonderful abilities. Let them come out and play is really what this card is saying for you.
Okay, and I don't know if you saw, but she said, that's definitely me.
Wonderful.
So great. So our friend Constance, welcome. Connie, we met Connie probably about a decade ago in Point Pleasant, home of the Mothman, near and dear to our hearts. Folks, April has a kind of a public service message up here, the way Facebook lets people know about what's live, what's not live, what's going on if you're watching live. So you can go ahead and read that. April, thank you for the information.
April. We appreciate
She also says beautiful cards. Madison says, thank you so much. Such a lovely card. Collette Baron-Reid. Well, love. She does one of the best chakra journeys that will put you right to sleep. That's the biggest challenge. I challenge you to get through all 7 chakras as her voice is lulling you to sleep. I think maybe once.
Chakra, maybe the 4th.
Yeah. So a reading for Constance.
So for Constance, I'm getting the number 8. So let me shuffle 8 times for you.
I have Jessica on the list, Chassie, April, Michael, and Dave. If there is anyone else, if we missed you or you'd like to get on and get a reading, just let us know, please, in the comments. And we will put you on the list.
Oops. Clumsy fingers tonight. I'm having a hard time shuffling these cards. Okay, Constance. Let me take a look here. All right, Constance. The card I'm getting for you is Details. Card number is 43.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It is. All of these cards are so beautiful. Pictured on the card are stacks of books. And on top of the books is a magnifying glass. And looking through the magnifying glass is a wee little tiny mouse with a hat And it's focusing on a word in a book, and the word is clarify. There's also a little compass pictured sitting on top of the books here. What I'm getting for you, Constance, with this card is I feel like there may be some contracts. Like I feel like you might be selling something. This to me feels like contracts, not so much books. I feel like there's they're really calling on you to pay really close attention, and that I'm feeling like if you ask, like, don't just agree to the first thing. Like, you might be able to negotiate a higher price on whatever this is. I'm not sure if you're selling some real estate or what it is, but it does feel like contracts. If this isn't something that's happening for you right now, this could be something that's coming in for you very soon. But all in all, what I'm really getting is read the fine print. Pay attention. Don't take the first offer that comes along, because I do feel like they're showing me that there could be some more, like there's more value here. So don't just agree to the first thing. So pay attention to the details. There you are.
Very good. Jessica, our budding novelist friend.
Jessica. Interesting. It's like 405. 405. I can hear Jessica laughing right now too. She's not surprised that this is happening. I'm going to go with 5 for you, Jessica.
Constance says thank
you. Okay. Okay, I'm laughing, Jessica, because this is it's just such a great metaphor. Jessica and I have been talking a lot about something in particular. She'll know exactly what this is when I turn the card around. And I feel like this is more of the kind of the same message, but let me share a little bit with you all. The card is called Home. And pictured on the card is a magical sort of door going into this very fairy-esque kind of place that it's covered with moss and plants. There's a window up at the top, and the window sort of cracked open. And there's light streaming out from the window. There's also a little clock there. There's so many details to this card. Jessica, I'm going to send you a picture of this. If I haven't pulled this for you previously, let me know, because there's so much here for you. But this card is really talking about that metaphor of home. And there's so many layers with that, because a lot of times, particularly like when we're dreaming, a home or a building is really just a metaphor for ourselves or for our own psyche. And this definitely is what this is for you. It's like, keep up with this exploration that you're doing. It's really great. And there are so many things here for you to find. Keep working with your dreams. This card is talking about. Keep working with all the things that you and I have basically been talking about, and then finding a way to continue to write about these things. There's just so much here for you. So I'm going to hold this up just for 1 second, because I'm sure that some of the things that I'm seeing for you are going to pop right out for you. And keep doing the good work.
I'm going to say, too, that having the honor of currently editing Jessica's debut novel, home is a massively prevalent theme. It's very cool. You got 2 layers working there in parallel. So that's very cool. Okay, so for Chassis, please.
For Chassis, I am getting 6.
Jessica says, spot on as always. It's very true. You have a high hit rate, as they say in the scientific testing circles.
I really am shuffling these cards, folks. Here we go. Same exact card twice in a row. I almost feel like my guides are having a little fun with me tonight, although that doesn't take away at all from the messages that they're bringing through. They're just having a little fun, I think, because this like never happens where I will pull for 2 people and get the exact card after I've shuffled like that. So for you, let me see. Okay, I'm getting a slightly different meaning for you, which is, of course, the point, right? We want to get a different meaning for different people because it's individualized for each person. But I am going to hold the card up again just so that you can see it. And again, for those listening, this is the home card. There's this magical little home covered with trees and moss and plants. There's a window on next to the door. There's a clock. Really what I'm getting for you is the phrase that they're giving me is home is where the heart is. So it doesn't matter where you are. It's your home. I feel like there's a sense for you of almost like maybe there's a longing to be someplace else, and that's not something that you're able to do right now. I do feel like maybe sometime in the future you will be able to go, whether it's back home or to a place that feels like home, but I feel like there's a place that you're longing for. You're not able to get there right now, but that's okay because as they're saying, home is where the heart is. Just do little things for your environment that make it, that make it remind you of the place that you're missing. But it's really all about you, and it's really all about being present in the moment, being fully present, being fully happy in the moment. So I hope this helps for you, but I do see that sometime down the road in the future, you will be able to get to the location that you're longing for.
Okay. So April is next, and I'm just going to go back here. Let me see. She asked for something specific. We're getting so many messages here. She's got a lot going on. Any advice from Spirit? Have too much going on and could use a little help. So we'll all hold that intention.
Yes.
For April, that she'll get answers to the questions she most needs to get answers to.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm pulling for April now?
Yes.
Okay, so April, I'm getting 8 for you. Whoops.
Turn that on its side and it's infinity.
That's right.
Anybody with us that hasn't asked for a reading, we have plenty of time. It's so nice that everyone waits and says if there's time, but there's definitely time. So please ask. Ardell, welcome. It's not a name I recall before. So welcome to Into the Outer Realms.
Okay.
All right, April's ready to go.
April. Okay. Oh, this card, I just love this. I just love what's happening on this card for you right now, April. So let me hold it up. And I am so sorry about the glare. It's kind of hard for me to get it. There we go. The card is called One Ring Circus. The card number is 15. Pictured on the card is sort of a rock or a cliff, kind of like on its own in the middle of the ocean. Sitting on top of the rock is an elephant, and sitting on top of the elephant is this woman. She's sort of dressed for the circus in circus attire. And really what I'm getting for you from this card is that you might be feeling right now a little bit like you're on your own, like you're not, like there's not a lot of assistance coming in for you right now. But what they're showing me when I look at this card, I see all these sort of spirit people coming in behind the woman. They're kind of floating in a semicircle behind her. And these are your spirit guides who are coming in to help you at this time. And there's quite a few of them. I'd say at least 6 or 7 that I'm seeing here, maybe even 8. And I know that you already know, April, that you have a lot of spirit guides because I'm just kind of getting that sense. But they're really calling on you to know and feel their presence right now. They really are around you. When you're talking to them, asking them for assistance, they're right there, ready to help. They're coming through for you with their saying signs and synchronicities. They're showing me feathers as well. So I feel like you're finding feathers or you're going to be finding feathers. That's going to be one big sign, one big indicator for you that they're around. There's one guide in particular who's kind of laughing about that and saying, like, that is that particular guide. And again, I feel like you know who this particular guide is. Not that the guide is male or female, but it does feel more male. There's like a more male energy there connected with that guide. But just listen, be tuned in. They're definitely there helping you. You are not in this alone. You are making the right decisions is something else that they want me to come through and say. Like, I feel like there's some questions sometimes about, oh, was that the right choice or was that the right decision? And they're saying, absolutely, yes. Just trust yourself, trust your instinct. You definitely are making the right decisions, and know that they are there whispering. They're kind of showing too, like sometimes they're even like lifting you up, probably meaning lifting your spirits up, boosting your energy up for you. But you are being supported right now. So I'm happy that you know that and that you feel them.
How wonderful that she said I got too much going on and it becomes a one-ring circus. That is just very cool. Sometimes I wish my circus only had one ring, but maybe not. So, well, we had a few more requests. I just want to acknowledge them. Sheila, you're on the list. Rebecca, you're on the list. Great. Next on the list, though, is Michael Giannetti.
Michael, you are number 9.
Folks, Michael was on the show a couple months ago. Dear friend, talk about the Buckland Museum.
Mm-hmm.
I met Michael for the first time when we did a workshop at the Buckland Museum,
right.
But you met him at a shop in Struthers, Ohio. It's no longer open, but that's where you guys met. And Michael was a wonderful guest. So if you didn't see him on the show, you can go to our YouTube page or to our Facebook page, Into the Outer Realms, and watch that episode. Michael has some wonderful stories. He's been in contact with higher intelligences his entire life. He speaks very, very eloquently about them. He had a lot of good advice, and we love so that the advice on these things isn't always coming from us. But I will be quiet now because Tonya is ready.
Okay. So, Michael, you have the Goblins card. The card number is 5.
That just makes sense to me.
I know. There's so many layers. And that's the other thing about these. So many layers. And of course, depicted on the card, we're kind of in the dark woods here. And there's all various kinds of goblins, including one that always makes me think of a gray alien peeking out from the hole of a tree. And these are some of the layers, Michael, that I'm getting for you with this card, like a literal meaning in terms of your alien friends and visitors coming to see you maybe a little bit more frequently. If that's not happening right now, I feel like things are going to pick up with them, and that will be happening. Of course, I know that's nothing that you're afraid of and that you're okay with it. But I get another sort of a second meaning as well, sort of a more metaphorical meaning for you with this card. And the goblins, of course, representing just some feelings that are coming up for you at this time. And the card's really calling on you to just like let them come out. And I know that you're very good at this as well. Just let the feelings come out. Don't judge them. You don't need to think about them. You don't need to judge them. Just acknowledge them, so that you can be kind to yourself and, think about what it's all about and then sort of move on and let it go. I hope that makes sense for you, but that's really what I'm getting for you with this. Like, it's a time for you to be okay with just feeling your feelings. But you don't have to sort of roll with they're using this term. You don't have to roll around in the mud with them that much. You can just acknowledge them the way you do with your alien visitors. And I just want to hold this up again so you can see those little green eyes peeking out. There's actually 2. There's one on each side here. So I hope that makes sense for you, but I'm pretty sure, knowing you, Michael, that it probably does.
Look at this. Thanks, guys. I definitely want to come back to do another episode whenever you want. Michael, I have my handy booking book here right now. So take these dates down, please, good sir. July 29th, August 5th, August 12th, August 19th. Let us know which one of those dates you want to do. He says, as always, spot on. But let us know again. He says it absolutely makes sense. So again, Michael, those dates are July 29th, August 5th, August 12th, and August 19th. Let us know, and we will get you down tonight, and the audience can look forward to a further discussion.
Wonderful.
That will be terrific.
Wait to have you back.
Okay, back to work here. So Dave is getting a reading for the first time.
Okay, so Dave, I get the number 5 for you, so I'm going to shuffle 5 times.
I want to let Holly know. She was asking, how do you get a reading? Holly, you are on the list, so you're all set and ready to go.
really do feel like my guides are having a bit of fun with me tonight, and I love that. Okay. Wow. So, it's Dave, yes?
Yes.
Dave. Dave, the card that I'm getting for you, Ride the Wave, card number 14. Pictured on the card are 2 dolphins. On top of one of the dolphins is a person. It could be a man or a woman, doesn't matter for you. It's a man because it's you. And here comes this big wave, and the dolphins are just having a blast riding the wave. What I'm getting for you with this card is that there are a lot of new. The word that they're giving me is new. There are a lot of new things coming into your life right now. Some of that feels like new opportunity. A lot of it feels like change. It's almost just feels like just like a big wave when it comes in unexpectedly. That's what this feels like. It all feels really good, though. I feel like you're a person who may change might be a little challenging for you. So just go with it. Ride the wave. Think about the dolphins whenever these new opportunities, new changes, whatever these are, whenever you're navigating this newness that's coming in for you. Just think about the dolphins and how much fun they're having here. Think about yourself riding on top of one of those dolphins. You know, dolphins are very playful animals. They're also very intelligent. So I want you to have fun with all of this newness. It's bringing you they're like to a new place. Now, whether they mean a new place literally or a new place metaphorically, I'm not quite sure. I almost kind of feel like it might be both. But there's just a lot of new potential and a lot of new opportunity, good new things coming in for you. And just breathe and think of the dolphins when you're trying to navigate all of this newness. I hope that helps.
Okay. So for Sheila, please.
For Sheila.
And Craig, I want to let you know we have Rebecca down. So we have 2 Rebeccas coming up. A Rebecca W and a Rebecca A. So I'll let you know. So Dave says, while you're shuffling, I grew up in Southern California, surfed all my life. Dolphins represent safety guardians for surfers because when there are dolphins, there are no sharks around.
Awesome. Ooh, I just kind of got chills with that one.
Right on.
Very good. So it's all going to be great. It's going to be fantastic.
Thanks for the trust, Dave. I hope you had a good experience.
Okay. All right. So Sheila, the card I have for you is card number 46. Card is called Coming Apart, and pictured on the card are 2 masks. And sitting on top of each of those is sort of, they're both mirror images really of each other. And there's a young girl. I would guess that's like a tutu. She's sitting on top of the mask. And for you, Sheila, I feel like this card has a lot to do with, again, I'm getting like you're coming out of a period of deep self-exploration, self-reflection. And I feel like you've learned a lot of things about yourself. Some of them were maybe a little bit surprising, but you've gone through the process is what they're talking about. You've gone through the process, you know, like the old expression, the only way out is through. That's what this feels like. Like you've gone through it. You've let go of a lot. You've embraced. They're talking to me about how you've embraced a lot of things about yourself. Some of them were new things that you didn't know. And some of them were things that you didn't know how to embrace before, but now you've kind of gone through all that and you've done a wonderful job. So your guides are really just acknowledging this process that you've gone through, the work that you've put in. And I kind of see like all this pink, fluffy, almost like cotton candy clouds coming up in the back with the sparkles there. This is like all good things coming. Yes. So I'm so happy to hear that you're recovering, Sheila. That's wonderful. I'm so sorry. I didn't know about that journey that you were going through, but all good things coming ahead for you. This is all about self-love. And of course, anytime we go through a healing journey like that, a big part of that process is learning to love ourselves, accept ourselves, forgive ourselves for whatever. That's all part of it. So, and I think all the pink here, of course, you know, the pink ribbons are for the breast cancer awareness. I think that that's an acknowledgement there as well. So very good. And things are looking very good for you ahead.
Pink and sparkles is all Sheila. So there you
I
go.
love it.
So some of the listeners think we're getting a bit of an energetic block. Could be. I'm going to light a white candle here. They're having a little trouble with aho, Sheila.
Aho.
Hopefully that'll work. Technology, we love it. So next on the list is Rebecca W. Rebecca Willis, I believe.
Rebecca. Kind of getting with Rebecca what I was getting with Jessica is like 8, 9, 8, 9. I'm going with 8. Going with 8.
Love and light to you, Chassie. She did some meditation and felt better.
You know what? Thank you. And thank you to whoever's sending some really nice vibes right now, because I'm really picking up on those and they feel lovely. So I want to thank you. Please keep it coming. Feels great. Okay. So I'm getting for you the Solitude card. The card number is 13. Ooh. And pictured on the card is a tower, sort of in the middle of a lake. It's nighttime. There's a moon in the sky. There's a ladder going up the side of the tower. And there's a lamppost next to the tower. So I'm getting a couple of messages for you with this. And one is that what they're saying to me is you don't have to go through this alone, or you're not in it alone. It's one of those two. It's kind of bouncing back and forth between those two phrases. So you may feel like you're all alone in something, but you really aren't. There are people there who want to support you. And I know before with April, I was talking about how her spirit guides were there to support her. But for you, this really feels like people in your life. So there are people. Specifically, they're showing me 3. And of course, the card number is 13. So there is a 3 in this card. But I'm seeing 3 people in your life who are coming in to offer some pretty amazing support for you right now. They are talking about meditation. So finding time. Now, meditation can be different things for different people. So I'm not necessarily saying that they're wanting you to sit on a cushion and you know, om while you're sitting in lotus position or whatever, although that is a great way to meditate. I feel like more though for you, this is just about finding quiet time for yourself. Make time for yourself is what they're talking about. Whether it's 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, it doesn't really matter. But you need to find some time that's just you time that you can just sit quietly and reflect on your thoughts and just sort of ground and center yourself. But the main message really that I get for you with this card is that you are not in it alone. Whatever it is that you are experiencing right now, whatever it is that you're navigating right now, you do have help. You do have support. There are people who care about you, who are there for you. So I hope that helps.
Okay. So, Holly.
Holly, 4.
Becca says that definitely helps. Craig, April, thank you for being our warriors. I took care of it. No worries at all. A lot going on in the chat room tonight.
There's a lot of energy.
Hard to keep up with.
I'm just trying to stay laser focused here because there's a lot of energy swirling around me right now. So Rebecca.
Yes.
So this is really funny. Again, wishing well. So that's a 3rd time in one sitting that I've drawn the same card. That's definitely unheard of. Again, I do feel like my guides are having a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of fun with me tonight. But again, that doesn't take away from the message that I'm getting for each of you. They're just using these similar images. Also, I know I have some friends here and some of our listeners who do readings as well. And I think you would agree that it's often the case that when you're doing group readings, like you're doing one reading after another in settings like this, that there do tend to be themes that arise. And that's, because we're all kind of in that same energetic space and we're all pulled together like attracts, that kind of thing. So there are some themes that I'm seeing coming through. So it would make sense that they're going to select some of these same cards. So with the Wishing Well card for you, hold on just a second, because I feel like there's a lot of different details for you specifically coming off of this card that I wasn't necessarily getting the other two times that I pulled it. So, Rebecca, for you, I'm just going to hold the card up again. I'm really getting pulled to the maiden herself. Now, with the other two times I pulled the card, it was more about the wishing well, what was coming out of the wishing well. For you here, it's more about the maiden. I feel like you've been doing a lot of work on your physical self. It could be your health, it could be your appearance, it could be both. I feel like there's been a lot of effort that's been put into taking care of yourself. They're even saying taking better care of yourself, that there's been some goals that you've been working toward and you are reaching those goals. I feel like I keep getting drawn to her pretty dress here, which is something I've never really paid a lot of attention to with this card. I've always looked at the maiden. I'm really getting drawn to the dress. I feel like you may have even gone out and felt like you're feeling so good about things, you're feeling so good about your progress that you've actually gone out and bought for yourself a really pretty dress, something that makes you feel pretty, something that makes you feel really good, that you're pampering yourself is another thing that they're coming through saying. Kudos to you, because I feel like keep up the good work. You're reaching your goals. You're doing good things. Of course, it's always a very important thing to take good care of yourself, to treat your health to treat your health well, and that's what you're doing. So very good. Whoops.
April, you have earned a break. You are on it. Go feed the kids. We'll see you soon, our friend.
Thank you, April.
Hi, Maribel. Let us know if you would like a reading while you're here. I believe we will have time for that. Rebecca Ansel, please. Craig's wife would like a reading.
Hey, Rebecca.
Right, Rebecca, thanks for joining
you.
us tonight. Maribel would like a reading.
Okay. All right. So, Rebecca, the card that I've pulled for you is Protecting Treasure. Whoops. Trying to get it in the frame there. The card number is 39, and pictured on the card is a treasure chest. And on top of the treasure chest is a beautiful young maiden who's kind of laying in the fetal position. She's got an umbrella over her because it is raining. But on top of the umbrella is a bird. Next to the young maiden is a golden crown. There's a light here at the bottom of the trying to get my finger there, at the bottom of the treasure chest. And really for you, Rebecca, what I get is that they're talking about the treasure chest kind of being a metaphor for a gift, a real gift or talent that you have for something. I'm hearing like singing. I feel like if it's not literally singing, it's like let your voice be heard. In other words, find an outlet for this talent, for this gift that you have. You kind of keep it hidden away. That's what I feel like. So you're laying on top of this treasure that you have, and you should share it with the world. It's a really brilliant treasure that you have. I do keep hearing singing, so I'm wondering if you don't have this beautiful singing voice that you're afraid, maybe to sing in front of other people. But I'm saying, please do. Please share this beautiful gift, whatever it is, with the world. And rightfully take this crown that belongs on your head. And even though it's raining here, it really isn't that much rain. It's not like, if you notice the sun is shining, it's almost like a sun shower. So I feel like once she gets off of there and really puts the crown on her head, takes her rightful place with this talent, the sun's going to come out. It's going to stop raining. It's all sort of like self-created fear that there's no need for, because whatever this talent is, it's brilliant. You're wonderful. People want to hear it. People want you to share it. So please do.
No wonder this is people's favorite that we do. Claire Smith, welcome from the UK.
Hi, Claire.
Is this the contributor who's also married to Ollie, a contributor
Yes,
for New Essex, a very
well.
talented poet to our literary site for many, many years.
Yeah.
Their work, let us know. Also, your niece Ashley is
Hi,
here
Ashley.
watching readings tonight. Ashley, let us know. I think we'll have time if you'd like a read. Well, we'll definitely have time if you'd like a reading. Just please let us know. You might have seen me on my phone or with my head down typing away. I do not know how to pronounce this name. Do you?
I would say Radis, but if
that sounds good. So Radis, or close, we hope. Radis Thomas. That's the next reading.
Okay.
Rita said I was looking funny.
6.
Funny looking and surprised. It's my eyesight is terrible, so I'm constantly squinting and looking around, managing things. So, okay, so Claire, isn't that Claire Smith? Well, Claire, thank you so much for joining us. And Ashley would like a reading, so I'm going to put Ashley down on the list too.
Wonderful.
You doing okay?
Okay, I am.
Okay, good.
Here we go again. Oh my gosh, I can literally hear my guides laughing because once again I've pulled the same card that I just pulled a little bit ago. The card is Solitude. The card number is 13. So I'm getting pretty much the opposite reading for you with this card. With the previous person, it was, meditate, but you're not alone. Now, I'm not saying that you are alone. You're not alone. But this card is actually calling on you. There's like something that I feel like you're working on, and it almost feels like it keeps, like, you'd rather be like socially hanging out with people, or there's something else you'd rather be doing. But this card is really saying, almost like, put yourself inside this tower at least long enough to get whatever this is done. They're talking about it being a project, or I hear project and program, so I'm not sure which it is. But there's something that you're working on that needs your undivided attention for a little bit of time. So they're not saying lock yourself away here forever, but please stop procrastinating with it, because I feel like it's something that's really going to benefit and pay off for you in the end once you get it done. One of the benefits is you're going to feel really good about it, because you're not going to keep feeling like you keep putting it off and keep putting it off. I know it's really tempting to go out, especially for those of us who've kind of been in confinement for a year now. It's really tempting to go out and socialize and spend time with people. But if you could just dedicate yourself a little bit, lock yourself away until you get this done, whatever it is. It's like a paper, a project, a program. I'm not sure. All these P words are coming through around this. I hope this helps.
Paper project program.
Paper project program.
There you go. Oh, we should say it 3 times. Really, we know better. Paper project program. Ronald got a haircut. That's good. Ronald. I got a beard cut today. I
got a haircut.
Trying to get away from the Che look. It's not quite working. So I put Linda up here. She asked twice. Linda, we did have you on the list, and you are next. So this is Jessica's mother-in-law.
Oh, hi, Linda. Nice
and Linda,
to
sorry
meet
you were targeted by that troll. We all jumped on it quick, but sorry you got targeted there. Okay, so Linda. Yes, it is. Nice to meet you.
7.
Thanks for joining us.
My cards don't want to.
That's okay.
One more. I'm just getting one more.
April, I'm a little jealous that the kids are having pizza tonight. Although I did make some pork chops and vegetables for after the show. Pales in comparison.
Okay,
to
this
pizza.
is seriously getting comical now. So once again, I've pulled this. There are 54 cards in this deck, folks, and yet I keep managing no matter how many times.
I think they're messages for all of us tonight. They're all
Yes.
positive. We can all use them. I love it.
Yes. So the card that I have pulled for you is Protecting Treasure. I just pulled this for April. No, I'm sorry, not April. Rebecca. I just pulled this for Rebecca.
This is for Linda.
I know this is for Linda. I'm just saying, I just pulled it for Rebecca, and now I'm just seeing what I'm getting because it's a different message, of course.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Linda, for you, what I'm getting with this card, the Protecting Treasure, is I feel like you've been sort of nursing your health is what I'm getting. So she's kind of tucked away under this umbrella. She's lying down. I just get a sense of you having really rested, protecting your health a little bit, taking it easy with things. Again, they're just giving me the term like nursing your health. I do feel like you're starting to feel better. You're feeling a little more energized. You're feeling a little more strong. They're talking about keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you are going to continue to get well. I don't feel like this was a majorly sort of like serious, like it certainly wasn't life-threatening, but it was something that slowed you down a little bit, and you've kind of, again, been nurturing this, whatever it is. I do feel sort of low on energy for you with this card. So I feel like it's been like you really had to honor, if you ran out of steam, you really just needed to lay down and take a rest. And honoring that is a big part of this, of what they're wanting to give you kudos for this. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue taking care of yourself. You are going to start feeling better very soon is what I'm getting for you with this card.
There we go. So Maribel, please.
Maribel.
Lori knows someone connected to Linda.
Oh.
Phyllis Lyon.
Oh, yes.
Lori's
I know
sister.
Who Phyllis is. Yes, Lori's sister.
Yeah. One big Into the Outer Realms family. I love it. Folks, this has been great tonight. You're so supportive of each other. I'm honored to be part of this. Okay.
Maribel.
Yes.
Okay, Maribel, the card I have for you is Wide Open. Card number is 42. Pictured on the card. How many degrees to Tonya and Joey? Jessica, you're too funny. This woman is standing on top of a mountaintop. She's gazing up at the sky. There's a butterfly hovering just above her. The stars can be seen. And Maribel, for you, what I'm really getting is you are really open right now to receiving. You're getting a lot of messages. I feel like you're probably getting a lot of messages and insights coming in through dreams. I literally feel like if you haven't already, like if you go out and start looking at the night sky, you're going to start seeing some pretty amazing things out there. Some light anomalies, very possibly. And you're going to start feeling like if this isn't already happening for you, like you're getting some pretty powerful communications coming in from some star beings for you. I feel like they've already contacted you in your dreams. I feel like you're already very aware of this connection that you have. It may be something where you've always just kind of wondered, or you may be very aware of it, but it certainly is happening for you. They're talking to me about how you may even want to try clearing your mind and just doing sort of like a stream of consciousness, almost like an automatic writing, but not in the way that you think of automatic writing. Like just clear your mind and sit and just wait, and you'll just start writing something that's kind of coming through, and it will be a communication for you. Dreams are very powerful for you. So write your dreams down. They're talking about too for you, especially like during the time of the full moon, like there's so much energy that's coming in for you that you're going to have very, very vivid dreams and very clear messages coming in for you through those dreams. So I hope that helps for you.
Okay, great. Maria, I just want to let you know that we put you on the list. Claire Smith, our new friend, who is not Ollie's Claire. Welcome. It's good to know two Claire Smiths in the UK. I love it.
Right.
Okay,
Wonderful.
so this is for Claire.
So this is for Claire. Claire, get number 5 for you.
So Maribel says she is going to try the stream of writing. And
Wonderful.
she is aware. So there you go. Excellent.
Yet again, another card that we already pulled. This is the compass card. So,
being a pirate, I love the compass card.
yes. Give me just a second. Interestingly, this will happen from time to time when I pull these cards. I don't see the picture on the card at all. I'm getting a completely different image in my mind's eye. And Claire, for you, I'm seeing like a canvas and paint. I'm wondering if you're a painter or if they're using this as a symbol or a metaphor for something. But whatever it is, again, I'm feeling like it's talking about finding an outlet for yourself for self-expression. I think as clear as this image is, I'd be really surprised if you're not an artist of some kind. And again, the painting, the canvas could just be a metaphor for artist. But that is the image that they're giving me. They're really calling on you like to allow yourself time, and that's their phrase, not mine, but they're saying allow yourself time for this outlet of creative expression. It's really important for you right now. They're talking about there's something that your soul is seeking to express right now in particular. So how that comes out for you, what your medium is, I'm not sure. If you're not a painter, maybe it would behoove you to even just try it. Just see how it goes, have fun with it. But that is the image that they keep giving me. It's a canvas, paint, a painter. I'll find a really fun outlet for your creative expression. Again,
Claire says spot on.
Very good.
There you go. I love this because sometimes you have very vivid dreams, but she says if she remembers her dreams at all, it's like a cat riding in a Corvette with a donkey. You had a doozy this morning. We're not gonna. It's very personal, but so yes. So Claire said spot on. Jessica's talking to her mom. Lori's the amazing artist who did your birthday card. See?
Oh, see?
Very few. Well, listen, just the
I
fact
love it.
that I am Sicilian means I am pretty much related to everybody. We are very prolific. That's the wrong word, right? Rana likes the Corvette part. Okay, so we're getting down to the last few readings. Your niece, Ashley.
Ashley, I get the number 9 for you. 1.
Oh, Ronald, I want to let you know you're next after Ashley, so you are on the list.
3.
She's excited. Okay, we have Ashley, Ronald, and Marie, and then we're gonna end the night. You've worked very hard tonight.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on just a second. A lot of nice things coming off of this card for you, Ash. Okay, so Ashley, the card that I'm getting for you, and I'm sorry, there's a glare there. That might be a little bit better. The card is called Making a Choice. The card number is 30. Pictured on the card is a path kind of floating up in the sky, and then of course the path splits, so there's always 2 choices, which is interesting because speaking of dreams, I woke up having a weird dream about Led Zeppelin, which of course made me think of Stairway to Heaven, which of course is the lyric, there's 2 paths that you could go by, right? And that's what this is talking about, that it is a time in your life where you are thinking about making a choice or taking a new path. They keep talking to me about how one of these feels really scary to you, but you feel really drawn to it. You feel really pulled to it. What I'm going to say about that, Ashley, is one of my favorite Joseph Campbell quotes. And Joseph Campbell was known for saying, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek." So, and Carolyn Mace, again, another wonderful teacher and writer, says, do the thing that scares you most because that's where the opportunity for growth lies. So I feel like there's something that feels like kind of scary because it's so new and maybe it's a little bit challenging. It's not something that's going to come easy or necessarily just fall into your lap, but it's worth doing is what they're saying to me. So you've got this. You can do this. You are a brilliant, they're calling on me to point this little star out. This is you. You're a brilliant, shining star. You have so many inner resources. You have everything that it takes within you to create the life for yourself that you want to create. So if there's something you're feeling particularly drawn to do right now, I say, do it. Let me know what it is, because I'm curious. I'm not seeing what it is, but it feels really big and exciting to me. So, and we miss you too very much. So.
Yes, we do. Give a hug to that beautiful daughter of yours from cousins Joey and Tonya. April chimes in and says, yes, that's why she's so divinely blessed. She is. She's a real trooper. And Ronald, rightfully so, said you work hard all the time with your whole heart.
Oh, thank you.
Totally
I
agree.
Really
I hate to see this night end. This family vibe is terrific. Okay, two more to go. Ronald? Yeah.
5 I get for you.
Now, talking about one of the hardest working guys in paranormal show business or paranormal podcasting, Ronald is the father of Radio. And you can hear these shows. They're usually now only about 3 weeks behind, which is great. You can hear them on Radio, 10 p.m. on Wednesday nights. So go to ERRT Radio and like that if you just want to listen to the show and not see us. Here's Ronald's card.
And again, a duplicate. This has been such a humor-filled evening of card pulling. I love it so much. I love when Spirit decides it's going to have a bit of fun. Actually, they're always having a bit of fun with us, because really life isn't meant to be taken so seriously. So, Ronald, ride the wave. So I did pull this card earlier. I don't know if you were still getting your hair cut or whether you were with us or not, but I pulled it for someone. And of course, it's going to have a different meaning for you. But it's kind of similar, because when I pulled it before, it was about all kinds of new opportunities, new potential, new things coming in. I'm getting it for you, but in a different way. And Ronald, this is something that you and I have actually been talking about. You have a lot of new abilities coming in. And actually, I'm going to reword that. You always had these abilities, but your focus on these abilities, the work that you've put into learning how to tap into and use these abilities is all kind of new for you. So now you're kind of tuning in, tapping in, you know how to use it. They're showing me your trip tomorrow that's coming up. That again, it's going to be such a wonderful time. I just see so much happiness around you when it comes to this trip, that it's all going to go very well. Moving forward, like the next year for you looks really good. It feels really good. I feel a lot of confidence coming in for you. I feel a lot of happiness coming in for you. And a lot of this has to do with the work that you've been putting in over the last several months. So ride the wave, Ronald. You deserve it.
Okay, goodbye, troll. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Collette. I was on it. I'm real good. Tonight was a night full of synchronicities and great energy. Before we get to Marie's reading to close out the night and say goodbye to the audience, I told you that Lopaka Kapanui is going to be on, Hawaiian storyteller. I just got a message from him confirming his appearance. He's very excited, so I thought that was awesome. Cool. This is a troll-free zone. No trolls in the outer realms. Okay, so we're going to end the evening with Marie.
Marie, 6.
Don't come trolling here. We got warriors. Warriors.
Thank you.
They're on it. Okay, Marie's ready to go. She's here.
All right, Marie. We really do have a lot of themes popping up tonight. Here we are with the Protecting Treasure card. Once again, card number 39, the young woman on top of the treasure chest. So for you, Marie, when it comes to looking at this card for you, I feel this is about protecting your heart. I feel like you have a tendency to shelter yourself a little bit when it comes to matters of the heart or emotions. I feel like you've been hurt before, and so now you're a little bit timid about opening yourself up, and so you do tend to protect your heart. They're showing me like sometimes you're afraid to like express your true feelings with people. You want to tell people how you really feel, but then it feels scary to you. So they're saying, again, think about the picture on the card. If I don't know if you heard me go over this before when I pulled the card, but it's raining, yeah, but it's really more like sprinkling. It's a sun shower. Like if she were to let go of that umbrella and like stand out, I feel like the rain would just suddenly go away and the sun would come out and everything would be fine. Again, the treasure is your heart. And inside that treasure box is so much goodness. There's so many wonderful things that you have to share. And someone would be so truly happy and so blessed to be able to receive the gifts that you have locked away in that treasure chest. So it is okay. You can trust that if you open yourself up for people that you care about, that they will appreciate it and it will be okay. And then once again, I'm getting the image for you to take that crown and put it on your head, put it on its rightful place, and be the true expression of love that you are.
Cool. April says, I hope everyone is paying attention to these repetitive cards. I know I'm going to rewatch those feel like collective messages.
Yes.
That's what I'm feeling.
That's
like.
how
These are
I
messages
feel as well.
we all need.
Yes.
We all have all of these issues on some level, and you're bringing us good messages of hope. Thank you.
If everyone would like to, let's do a quick review. I'm going to pull the ones that kept repeating really quickly.
Jessica also concurs.
Yeah, I felt that way as well.
Dave says, thanks so much for a positive time once again. In my humble opinion, the world needs more good people doing good things. Thanks for doing your part. We are a family here at Into the Outer Realms. There was something, I want to go back and see it. Thank you, everyone saying thank you. I'm going to try to get all of these. It was, I think Sheila is saying that she's doing a lot of work these days, ancestral healing. All the light workers are coming together. I, for one, am honored that this is a place where the light workers, the positive people, can all come and gather. Thank you all.
Thank you all. So here's what I'd like to do. Hold these up. I'm going to hold each one up just for a minute. I'm not going to say anything. I would like for each of you just to kind of look at the card and see how it speaks to you, see what it says to you. Because I absolutely agree that there are some collective messages coming through for all of us. So, of course, we know that we got this card at least 3, maybe 4 times I pulled this particular card.
When we do this again, the beginning of July 1st, I will note the cards. Because I like these collective patterns, yeah.
This particular card. This card, the Solitude card. And the nice thing is, guys, you can always go back and pause it if you need more time with these cards.
That's right. Can take screenshots.
Or I encourage you, if you like this deck, you can get this card at pretty much any bookstore. You can, of course, get it on Amazon. If you're in Morgantown, I believe that Elizabeth has this at Bliss. You might be able to get it at Earth Magic. She may have it. I'm not sure. And lastly, this one got pulled several times as well, the Wishing Well card. So when working with oracle cards, many of you already know this, but just let the cards speak to you. Like I say, sometimes I don't see the picture on the card at all, like what happened with Claire. I saw something else entirely. So just let the cards speak to you. There are themes coming through for all of you. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive and being so wonderful.
Jessica says a lot of references to water. Yes, definitely. And she also says Bliss has it. April says she loves the deck. You do a lot of work, mentoring, energy healing, readings, half-hour, 1-hour readings, life coaching. You have a lot of life coaching clients right now. You're making a big difference in their life. How do people
So if
Contact
you're
you.
interested in any of my services, you can go to tonyamadia.com, TONYAMADIA.com. All of my services are listed there. If you happen to live in Morgantown and would like to see me in person, I will start very soon. I'll be returning to Morgantown to see clients in person. You can check out services at theblissblissbliss.com. Those are services I offer through Bliss 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 for those of you who are familiar there. Or you can just reach out to me on Facebook, send me a message here on Into the Outer Realms if you would just like to schedule something and we can do a Zoom session.
And that's Morgantown in West Virginia.
Morgantown, West Virginia.
Mountain Mama, take me home, country
found-
roads. Right?
Yeah, speaking of Morgantown or West Virginia songs, and I don't know that she's singing about Morgantown, West Virginia, but I was listening to Joni Mitchell the other day, and she has a song that I did not know about. Many of you maybe did, called Morgantown. Of course, made me think of our home away from home in the mountains.
There you go. And used to be our home.
Used to be
in
our
the
home
mountains.
home.
Ronald is going in search of gold. Aren't we all? Keep on searching for a heart.
I was going to say, the gold, Ronald, is in here. That's the gold.
Thank you all. Keep on taking care of each other. I think it's amazing. Keep on spreading the word because I think there's good things going on here. I'm honored to watch and be a part of it and help facilitate. We will see you next week with Stephen Intermill talking about the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic. Some crazy stuff goes on there. We had a lot of music going on tonight. Joni is the best.
I love Joni Mitchell.
Collette said she loves Deep Purple. Ian Gillan, in my humble opinion, best Jesus and Jesus Christ superstar ever. Absolutely amazing. And of course Zeppelin fans, which is right with your weird dream last night. So all right, we're gonna say thank you.
Love you too, Ronald. Love to all of you. Thank you so much. We're so blessed to have all of you.
I also want to say, and they're a couple months behind, which is great because you can revisit, but Patriot Radio Friday nights 8 p.m. EST. You can also catch us go. So join us next week when we go into the outer realms.
Where the paranormal, so sorry I dropped the ball on that. Where the paranormal and the supernatural are just
the normal and the natural. Thank you all,
Thank
Ronald.
you,
We
everyone.
love you too. We love all of you. Peace. Keep your vibration high. Keep your candles lit, folks. Good night.